Leonard with the block.
Boy, just great instincts with great length. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
And the Clippers with the ball. 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
How about Zubac? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Here's Dunn. Can't hit from in close. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with the head coach for Minnesota. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Harden. Pass to Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
Edwards gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
The 3. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got 5.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Here's Edwards. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for him.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Down low. Powell. Leonard for 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Edwards, no good. The Clippers lead by 6. Here's the floater. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Harden with it. Powell outside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's Edwards. And that time also a missed shot. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 10. Edwards, no good. And Leonard, here we go. And the dunk by Leonard.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're key. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
The Timberwolves trail. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Simmons. It's blocked by Gobert.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Bogdanovich. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Pass to Dunn. Here's Coffey. Back to Dunn. To the middle. They double him with McDaniels. Clock at 4. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Dunn. Off the mark there with a 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. Puts up a 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Dunn outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside Edwards. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Nick Batum.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Ryan, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role? Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
He gets it in there. And the Clippers lead by 3.
I'll tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
And the Clippers with the ball. Inside. The floater. And it's laid in by Jones.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Back to Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
For 3, Powell. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
It's stolen by Dunn. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. It's rebounded by Minnesota. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 18.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Edwards for 3. The shot, no good. The Clippers lead by 3. Coffee on the wing. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Back to Daniels. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here. And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They held a 12-point lead earlier. To the paint. Leonard, so strong.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. Just 4 seconds left in the half. Powell for 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Harden.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it. He can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Harden hits them both. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
McDaniels can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Dunn. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Dunn's got 11.
Well, just nice to see the time spent in the gym by Chris Dunn coming to fruition on that jumper.
Out to DiVincenzo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Now Los Angeles with it. 6-point game. Screen by Leonard. To the inside. For 3, Powell. And stolen by Edwards. On the break. It's good. Edwards. What strength.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Harden. Dunn outside. 3-pointer, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Los Angeles leading by 4. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes. Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Fires for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Randall left side. Edwards with it. For the lead. He can't get it to go.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Batum. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Batum's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Randall. Outside. DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Defended by Bogdanovich. Back to DiVincenzo. Out left to the wing. Outside Edwards. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Randall, good.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Outside Bogdanovich. From beyond the arc and then some. Bogdanovich has got 5. Edwards looking for an opening. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Outside McDaniels. Fires it. The kick out to Edwards. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Pass to Coffey. The 3 ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. McDaniels with it. Now Gobert. Right side, DiVincenzo. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 2 to shoot. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Coffey. Still no points. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Edwards for 3. The shot no good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's Los Angeles. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Timberwolves trail. To take the lead. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Minnesota with the ball. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And here comes the break. Here's Dunn. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Out to DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Bogdanovich, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They lead by 1. Outside Edwards. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Can't connect from short range. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thank you for that. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Here's Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Right side, Harden. And that one's on target from the wing. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
And the basket by Edwards.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Jones. Dunn outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Clippers trail. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the middle. Dunn right side. Harden surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Gobert.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And here's Edwards. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, one thing that there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Outside Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
That's too easy for Leonard.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Back to Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Randall. And he buries it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Come on.
Dunn outside. Leonard on the wing. Outside Harden. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Here's DiVincenzo, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Done. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass to McDaniels.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Durant, no good. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA. And Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
Here's Adebayo. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Nails it from three.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
Beal. Outside for Booker. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Wiggins. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
And here's Wiggins. He's covered by O'Neal. Works for 3. Richards pulls it in. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Outside Burks. Pass to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen to the paint. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
The kick to Durant. He drops it from range. Durant's got 5.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the inside. And it's Ware missing. The Suns lead by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Allie. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Allen outside. To the middle. Outside for Booker. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. 9 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Allen can't get it to go. Miami trailing. Pass to Burks. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Ware. And it's all tied up.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Booker with it. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Out to Beal. Outside Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And rejected. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Larson. Robinson with it. Beal picks him up. Down low. Back to Robinson. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Beal. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Robinson on the wing to the inside. There's the block. Charity stripe shot. Beal, that one's good.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Here's Hero, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Allen on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Plumlee. Dunn right side. To the middle. Here's Beal. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, you see how crafty Bradley Beal is. The athleticism helps in the paint. That's nicely done.
Inside. Anderson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Durant's shot is off. Heat trailed by 3.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, the delivery from Booker, so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
Wiggins from long range. Love. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns lead by 6. Pass to Richards. Love comes over on the double. Durant for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Allen. Back to Durant. And here's Allen. Now here's Booker. Fires the three. Pass to Allen. Here's Durant. Hounded by Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kevin Love.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Durant. The three. And the Suns miss again. Heat trail by 5. Pass to Burks. No good with the triple. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Adebayo. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Give Adebayo all the credit. The D was there, but he was just determined to score.
For 3, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Adebayo, that's good.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
On the wing, Durant. There's 42 seconds left in the second period. Got it. Booker's got 18 points in the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so Durant will bring it up for Phoenix. 6-point lead. Pass to O'Neal. To the inside. Back to Jones. The 3 ball. Love grabs the miss. Wiggins outside. Oh, look how determined Wiggins is right there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front, up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Down low. Here's Durant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Heat trail by 5. And here's Hero. He's got 5. Pass to Ware. Over Booker. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Yeah, nice handoff by Hero. Moving it when the play doesn't get him a shot.
Allen. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 13 now.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Lets it fly. Robinson can't hit. Phoenix leading by 6. Beal outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Tyler Hero.
Well, Bradley Beal is the epitome of being a triple threat. He can drive it, pass it, shoot it. The complete package on the offensive end, that defines Bradley Beal.
Here's Highsmith. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Pass to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Now, this guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it, and in this instance, get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
For 3, Robinson. Knocks down the triple.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Beal with it. Robinson defending. And then Beal with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hero, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Heat trail by 9. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the baseline jumper, no good. Pass to Bowl. It's good. And he drew contact on. It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Harden with it. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Leonard. Powell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Harden.
We've talked about this. Fox has all the tools to be a great defender.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Greg Popovich.
I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Powell. To the middle. Out to Leonard. From behind the arc. Left side, Harden. Back to Leonard. Out to Powell. From the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Fox outside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off him. It makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Back to Harden. From the elbow. Leonard for three. Connects from downtown.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Pass to Castle. Fox for three. Here's Wembanyama. Great D that time from Zubac. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
San Antonio again can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Done. Pass to Harden. Screen by Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Spurs trail by 4. Fox for 3. The shot won't fall. Now the Clippers with it. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Leonard inside. He has 6. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 8.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway. An unnecessary flourish in that case.
Outside Harden. Pass to Dunn. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league. And I love the physical play from Sohan inside, mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul.
And he sinks the second. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Spurs trail by 10. Inside. Powell with a steal. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 10.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. Harden can't hit. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Down by 12. Leonard inside. Pass to Dunn. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Dunn's got 5.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Harden. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Leonard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Here's Paul. Still no points. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Leonard. Misses in close. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Champagny. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Champagny's got his first bucket in this one. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Champagny, that's good.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Leonard outside. Outside for Harden. Powell outside. Shot clock at 5. The baseline, Jay. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
I'm just going to say this. It's too easy for Harden. He is so good at recognizing when to rise up in that mid-range.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Spurs trail by 13. Pass to Fox. Back to Barnes. The three ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Stolen by Harden. Down low. Here's Powell. Pass to Dunn. Leonard outside. Zubac's inside. Outside Harden. Sends it home from three-point land. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great shooting reflexes from Harden, able to put his shot up right off that pass.
To the inside. Dunn's shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Leonard. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Yep, that one goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Zubac's a screen.
Get there, get there!
There's a minute 12 left in the first half. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. 1:09 left in the second period. Fox surveying the D. Uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 5.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Throws it up high. Outside for Harden. Here's Dunn. Off target from three-point range. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Harden. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. 4 seconds left. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Leonard for 3. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 14. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Fox. Down low. Wembanyama. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
He loves to get rid of it. Fox has a nose for the open man.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Fox. He's got 5. Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this. The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
So it's San Antonio now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Barnes. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Spurs trail by 16. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. He's still feeling it. Again, the Clippers score.
Such an aggressive offensive player. Harden is ready to shoot whenever he's got the rock.
Outside Paul. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 18. From outside the arc. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
Pass to Champagny. San Antonio again can't hit.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Here's Branham. No points yet. Oh, got that one up quick.
And Paul loves these corner shots. Terrific at finding space to get his shot off.
Pass to Dunn. 4-3. Rebounded by Branham. Spurs trail by 18. Sohan with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Branham. Off target from outside. And here's Harden. Leonard outside. Tries it from the top of the key. And the shot falls short that time. Sohan up top. Going inside. And down it goes. 2 points.
So assertive on the take. Sohan is relentless when he sees a lane open up.
Leonard on the wing. The three. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
On the wing, Harden. Zubac, screen. Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Spurs. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Sohan gets it to go.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Leonard outside. And the three off target. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Here's Harden. Driving to the basket.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. First free throw is good. Harden hits them both. And here's Paul. He takes it in. And again, it's San Antonio converting. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Los Angeles up by. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Clippers lead by 15. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Champagny, that's good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Inside. Here's Leonard. Sohan with a rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Harden from outside. Pass to Leonard. Fires, high post. Right side, Harden. Leonard with the ball. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Harden's got 22.
Scans the floor, runs the picks. Harden executes nicely.
The shot by Sohan, no good. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They lead by 17. And he lobs it up top. Rebounded by Branham.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Hey, I'll tell you, it's not easy to change your shot in midair like this. Just a great job of staying in control.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Harden. Pass to Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
And he drops the first. And Leonard drops them both. Spurs trail by 16. Pass to Barnes. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Can't get it to fall. On the wing, Harden. Now Leonard. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. Leonard's got 24.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles leading by 17. Powell outside. Leonard right side. Jacks up a three. Powell's shot is off. Vassell with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Castle for three. He drops it from range. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when the three ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Lets it fly from 18. Harden misses. On offense, here is San Antonio. It's a 14-point game. Fox, that's good.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
Harden surveying the D. To the paint. Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 26.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Spurs on D. They trail by 14. Leonard outside. This one for three.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Clippers.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Fades back. Can't get it to drop. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
To the inside. Another shot. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Vassell. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And here's Zubats outside. The shot no good. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll do it, folks.